Welcome to Actual Sunlight. I don't know what the title is. I mean, what is even actual sunlight? What is not actual sunlight? Like, moonlight is not sunlight, so it's not actual sunlight? Or flashlight? Coca-Cola light? Light of a lamp? Or everything that's not sunlight light? I should probably just stop this monologue because it's not leading anywhere and just start the game. Please note, Actual Sunlight deals with extremely mature themes, including depression and thoughts of suicide. No! What? Why so sad? Playing discretion is strongly advised, and this game is not appropriate for players under the age of 18. I'm over 18, yeah! Do you want to continue? Well, I don't know. Suicide? Well, I could just say no, but that would just bring me back to the title screen, I guess? So I'll go with yes. Oh, there's music. Cool. Why kill yourself today? Whoa, good start. When you could masturbate tomorrow. Oh, what a good thought. By even winter. That guy is smart. And fat, obviously. I know what you're thinking. Why keep getting up? Day in, day out, even though your life is going nowhere. God, I hate that sound. It stopped, but I guess it's pretty normal to hate that sound. Why is he sleeping on the sheets? No races, no promotions, no hope, no future, and let's face it, no life. Well, that's really sad. Wait, is he like pressing the snooze button over and over and going back to that? But don't feel bad for yourself. Feel bad for exploited immigrants who have their things shattered while stocking shells in the graveyard shift. Monolithic retailers. Feel bad for the soldiers of pointless wars who have their arms blown off by IEDs. Feel bad for arthritic long-haul truck drivers who need every firm grasp they have left for the dark roads and bottom-crashing races ahead. No matter how bad things get, none of those people can live the life that you live. A life of pathetic, dick-punching resignation. Is that actually a game, or you're lucky? You have food, you have water, and you have shelter. Shelter that specifically includes at least one room with a locking door, an internet connection, and a computer you don't share with your elderly parents. No king leaves you too exhausted from one type of hammering to indulge in another. No bishop lives to tell you not to dash yours. There's never been a better time in the history of mankind to be completely, grippingly, devastatingly alone. And yet here you are, thinking about giving up on the good times, not realizing that you still have so much to live for, that there is still so much to jerk off to. What? After all, the world is alive, alive with people as fat, shallow and broken as you are, alive with beautiful women that have been lied to all their lives, who get on buses bound for your pornography, alive with the seething sadness of all our breaking dreams. And I hope that you read these words and realize that there's still so much inside you, just waiting to come out. Like when you ejaculate. I hope you promise yourself to live to see the day that you truly fall in love at first sight. Lock your eyes onto a look you've waited a lifetime to see. Hit the pause button, take a deep breath, and know what it would be like to be wanted. Even if it isn't for the right reasons, by anybody. If only for a moment. God, that noise. Turn it off, like, completely. Patient transcript, even when why did you set your alarm clock for 5 a.m. every morning even though you would never get up for it? Why hit snooze for 2 hours? Oh, that was actually a good guess. I wanted to start exercising. I mean, look at me. I had to. And why didn't you? I don't know. I guess the night before, you feel like tomorrow will be different. Every night you think tomorrow is the day you're going to do it. Start exercising? Start everything. Use arrow keys to move. Press Z to interact. Note, try everything. Press X to save and quit. Press Alt Enter to expand the full screen. Alright. Interact is Z. A Sony e-reader. Definitely obsolete by now. Creative Writing 497Y, University of Toronto. Instructor, even better. First day lecture, notes. The first thing you should know about being a writer is that it will turn you into a person you will find every excuse not to write. Who will find every excuse not to write. In fact, like many things in life, the more you want it to happen, the stupider about it you will get. A lot of people will never relate to this. A lot of people don't know what it's like to badly want something that very few people will ever get to have. And I'm not thinking about money, talking, or fame. Obviously, everybody wants that. I'm talking about a deeply felt desire to say something that is painful, in a way that is both beautiful and true. But without discipline, this desire will melt you into a crazy, miserable shithead. I'll give you an example. I remember when I decided that enough was enough, and that I was finally going to get serious about becoming an author. I went straight ahead to the nearest bookstore to buy every book about writing that I could get my hands on. I was prepared to do anything. Absolutely anything. Except actually sit down and write. There were so many books that I felt I had to read before I could attempt to write anything that I bought a $300 e-reader instead of trying to carry them all home. All home, what? Of course. I also planned to actually read all of the books that I had supposedly read in school. That e-reader sat on my nightstand and collected dust for years. That's pretty much text for just one thing. Junior Assistant Executive Administrator, CEO Office. 2 Director Corporate Communication. Subject, no subject. Would like you to look at the transcript below and develop new messaging for transitional compensation interviews by Cobb. Program is excellent. So this problem is obviously in how your shop is telling HR to pitch it. Begin transcript. HRVP. Thanks for coming this morning, even. Door closing. Sure. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. Time and time again, I've said that the one thing we need in this company besides our top executive talent are young people. Young people who don't just go back to bed instead of waking up. Young people who don't just walk around in a trance as if they have no future. Young people who won't let their peers down even when they are asked to do more with less. A long pause. Yeah, I'm actually doing it. Not yet. Sounds like it would be a shame to lose young people like that. I couldn't agree more. That's why I really hope you'll consider staying on with us, even though your compensation package will be transitioning from a direct model to an experimental one. A what? A new perspective. A new opportunity to really show us what you're made of. Alright, I just want to be completely clear on this. You're talking about no money, right? Well, the philosophy that we're embracing is something that we call life stage-based compensation. We want to hone in on exactly what the needs are for each of our employee groups based on their current life phase. So, for an employee of your age and demographic profile, we know that all you're really looking for is mentorship, energy drinks, and the very high quantity of work that will really give you an exposure to the professional environment that you're looking for. I'm 28 years old. I'm not sure what demographic profile you're thinking I fit into. There are a lot of factors there. I mean, there are people here who have families to support. And as you'll no doubt recall from our mission and vision statements, this is a family company. I watched 3 people who I know have young children leave here with boxes this morning. That's exactly what they were simply released. What? That's exactly why they were simply released. It would have been irresponsible of us to offer them a transitional opportunity. We care enough to get them out of here and back into the search for a paying position as quickly as possible. They have people who need them. Do you? Canada exits, intervenes. No. That was years ago. I gotta get up. My iPad, I keep it plugged in over here. Transcript, late night show, even winter. as a guest host. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking to author and comedian Evan Winter about his breakout success. Now, we don't have too many writers on the show, but what do you think has become a bit different about your life since all of this happened? Well, I used to sleep with an iPad. What exactly do you mean by sleep with? As in, you would hold it close? Well, it wasn't that intimate. But spreading out with it was definitely the only reason I actually needed a queen-size bed. Right. So, now you would presumably sleep with women? Yes. Women. Definitely women. I mean, not every night, but a normal amount. A regular amount. Exactly. I'm a normal person now, and I'm good with that. You know, it's not like you're already married. I would love to get married. Marriage works. People always seem to think I wouldn't be up for it. But I totally am. Maybe it was all that sleeping with an iPad. Wake, like Alan Wake. There's something awful farms by Red Winter 47. I'm posting this review because I think the community that has built up around this game, it's Alan Wake, yeah, I was right, is nothing but a moronic circle jerk. People have taken the fact that it has some false sliver of artistic credibility and blown it out to ridiculousness as a way of feeling better about something that we all know is true about video games. That they are a shitty, anesthetic way that we have spent our shitty, anesthetized lives. It is not great that the game has 10 different endings that require over 100 hours of average playtime to see. That's just a way of making you feel like you could be special, which is exactly what you never have. It is not romantic that the game deals with broad themes of loneliness and despair. You're actually alone. You're actually in despair. You know there's nothing romantic about it. None of it includes a longing gaze into the moonlight. It's just pizza pops and perversion until you have a stroke and your parents spend their retirement looking after you. Finally, it is not filled with rich textured characters whose relationships and dialogue will pull at your heartstrings. It is hours of endless drivel that proffers completely childish conceptions of intimacy and togetherness for the sole and pandering purpose of tricking you into the fake warmth of delusionally believing that you relate to something that you only wish you did. What the fucking sentence? And you believe these things because you are nothing. You've never read a book that didn't have a dragon or a laser gun on the cover. You live in a filthy dark room with a laptop and a soda-stained mousepad. And you play Alan Wake not because it is about human beings, but because you desperately wish you were a human being in the first place. But you are not. You're not the hero. You're the monster. Either was banned for this post. Reason? Too long didn't read. Faggot. That's the best reasons right there. Yeah.